Chainsaw Man will not have a sad ending. Let me explain why. First of all, from what we know about Chainsaw Man, it is created by Tatsuki Fujimoto, the author of Chainsaw Man, Fire Punch, Goodbye Eri, and The Good Old Fashioned Look Back. Published for Shonen Weekly Jump on the Jump magazine, and you can also read it on the app, so that's also nice. Chainsaw Man is not your typical shonen power friendship, power fantasy type of story. It is a very dark, brooding, and very deep story. You get attached to characters just to be disappointed in the end. But nonetheless, it is one of a kind, a unique type of story from the legendary Tatsuki Fujimoto. And I say legendary lightly because I don't think he's reached that legendary status yet as your Akira Toriyama, Kento Miura, oh my god, I butchered the name. The Berserk friends are gonna come after me. And the guy that made Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, that guy. But what I want to talk about today is not about Chainsaw Man, because if you're watching this video, you have some knowledge of Chainsaw Man. You know what Chainsaw Man is about. You know the crazy antics, the crazy story, the very, very chaotic writing mess Tatsuki Fujimoto is known for, especially with Part 1 Chainsaw Man. But what I'm here to talk about is that Chainsaw Man will not have a sad ending or a very bad ending. In fact, I believe Chainsaw Man potentially will have a happy ending. Looking back at how Tatsuki Fujimoto structures and writes his stories previously, I'm not saying Chainsaw Man's gonna be like Fire Punch or Goodbye Eri or some other series is written before, but what I'm saying is that look at how Fire Punch was structured. Fire Punch is this nihilistic, dark story about a kid who's still stuck, about a kid who's stuck in a man's body, to be honest. He was burning for 9 or was it 8 years? Damn, when's the last time I read Fire Punch? But the point is, if you know Fire Punch and you've read it to completion, you know that the story wasn't exactly a very sad ending, nor was it a happy ending, to say the least. If anything, it was a very nihilistic story from start to finish, even from with the key points, and you just understand that there is no heaven or hell. It's just the whole thing of reincarnation. It's just some psychedelic fucking shit with people turning into trees. It's crazy. But point is, looking at Fire Punch from that scope and thinking, oh, okay, Chainsaw Man might be a very similar story. That is a very inaccurate way to look at Tatsuki Fujimoto's writing, because he is the most unpredictable fucking author known to mankind. But you can kind of see a pattern with the chaos, the seldom very character-driven moments, the very upbeat comedic punchline. Then again, Fire Punch wasn't very comedic at all. But point is, look back started off very strong. Started off as like a story about these two kids drawing manga. I'm not gonna spoil that much because I know some people who haven't watched Look Back yet and will watch this video. But yeah, one of the main characters, spoiler alert, dies, and the other main character starts to regret and look back at the fact that if they never met, this wouldn't have happened, things wouldn't have turned out this way. But in the end, she just goes back to what she knows best, drawing, and that's life. You just move on. Fire Punch, there's not a very happy ending to it. Life just moved on into the future, and that's that. Goodbye Eri, the main character, in the very end, he lost everything. And even that, he just had the last conversation with Eri to give him some sort of closure in his life, and he kept moving on with that epic scene in the end. Suffice to say, Chainsaw Man will have a very similar story structure. I know I didn't exactly speak about a story structure per se, but I believe Chainsaw Man, with its chaos, I just refuse to believe that Denji will just end up sad and alone, or will be turned into a weapon by Yoru by the end of the story, or Asa. In the way things are going, I think Yoru, there's genuine feelings. I think there's a tad job of manipulation, especially with how it kind of reflects Makima to an extent. But I still believe that there is genuine feelings there. I believe that Asa genuinely loves Denji, or rather likes, as Yoru puts it. I don't think Chainsaw Man will have a very sad story, and I actually can't wait for the next chapter and the next and the next, because starting off Chainsaw Man, reading it weekly, I remember when Jujutsu Kaisen was releasing, especially the Shinjuku arc. Oh my god. that was pure ecstasy, and waiting for anticipation week after week after week. But similarly to Chainsaw Man, very slow, progressive. Tatsuki Fujimoto is already taking his time to unpack everything, and that's what I like about it. So I don't think Chainsaw Man will be a very sad story. Let me know in the comments, because as you can tell, this is not a very properly scripted video. I'm just talking out of my ass, to be honest. And what I actually believe Chainsaw Man will stare into, it's like the ending, so let me know in the comments. I genuinely want to know. Hey, Chainsaw Man, the fandom, guys, anyone who's watched my previous Chainsaw Man video, also about that, I will release part 2 of ranking every Chainsaw Man girl. I'll still get to that. Hold on, but let me know and leave a like, and please subscribe to the channel to make me fucking quit my job.